Hi everyone, welcome to my channel if you're new. If you're not new, welcome back. I'm Christine, and in this video I'm going to be very quickly setting up my annual tracker. I'll explain. Let's go. So normally I have an annual tracker in the front of my planner, and for some reason I either couldn't find them or Planner Kate hadn't put the new sheets on her site yet, but I didn't have a tracker at the beginning of the year. So y'all, let me show you what I ended up doing. So I made this janky makeshift tracker in the back of my planner, and I wish I could show you what the old tracker looked like. If you follow me on Instagram, then you'll see it. If you don't follow me on Instagram, you definitely should be, because I know I posted it there at some point. But I wrote this down on or around the time I was moving into my planner, when I closed out my planner from the previous year. And I had it just floating back here, and then eventually I taped it down with some washi tape. And so I know these are the categories that I had, and this is kind of what I've been rocking out with. I don't even have December, so you already know, I was just trying to make it work. So Planner Kate came back with the annual trackers, and I got me a sheet of those. So I wanted to set that up with you guys really quickly, and then also discuss the difference between my annual tracker and my monthly tracker, because I think it's going to help someone with how they think about their plans and their tracking. So let me go grab the sheet. So this is Planner Kate's annual tracking sheet. It's STK 165, and normally in previous years it would kind of match the theme of the planner or something with Erin Condren. It would kind of link into that some way. This one is neutral, which I can appreciate because it's very flexible. You can do what you want to do with it. And so I don't care too much about how it looks. I just want the tracking. So I want to convert this to this. And so if you see in the middle, it has monthly tasks, cleaning, wellness, to do, family, work, and bills. I usually stick with monthly tasks. I'm going to stick with it too, but I'm going to explain to you why. So first things first, let's take this out. Just holding on by a thread, you guys. And it looks like I got something on this bottom one. I feel like it's caramel or something. I'm gonna switch to the front of my planner. And as you can see, this is all 2025. Totally fine to cover that up. In my book, January starts here. So first things first, let me go ahead and fill this in. Okay, looking pretty good. For anyone who doesn't know, I use the Pilot G2 Limited with a navy regular Pilot G2 pen inkwell inside of it. So I unscrew this, and then I take one of these over here. And I take this and I put it in here so I can get this barrel action and this padded part here, which is my favorite. So all of this is situated. Can't seem to find anything today, so I actually am not even sure that I have my tweezers around here. Where could they have gone? Huh. Anyway, okay. So I'll just do this the old-fashioned way. Monthly tasks. Nice and neutral. And so before I put this down, or maybe while I'm putting it down, I'll explain to you what each of these mean to me. So fasting is literally like, did I fast for more than 18 hours for at least half of the month? So for at least 2 weeks of the month, I need to be fasting and doing like an 18-6 fasting schedule at a minimum in order for me to feel like I can check this box. I think budget is pretty self-explanatory. Like, did I look at my finances? Did I do what I needed to do with that? I don't know if this is straight or not. It's straight enough for me. I don't care. It's straight enough for me. One thing I think I'm going to do, if I can find it, is I'm just gonna wipe this out and save it because I'm like that. Anyway, so did I fast or maintain an 18-6 fasting schedule for at least 2 weeks of the month? Did I set up my budget and at least set up all of my bills for the month? I believe in transactions in the wind, and I know I need to be doing it, but that's not enough for me not to check this off if I did everything else. House reset, that's all the common areas of the house, the entrance. I get a lot of medical deliveries. Did I take out all the boxes and packaging? Did I reset the laundry, reset the bathroom? Like by the end of the month, I want the house to feel like it's reset for the month. Did I do that? Photo backup, you guys know I put this on my weekly spread every week because if I don't, I will turn around and be out of space and I need to be able to record and do other things, and it's like 1,500 pictures of my planner and I just need to stay on top of that along with screenshots. So did I do that by the end of the month? No sugar, which is different from fasting because you can fast and then eat what you want to eat. Ask me how I know. And so it's like, did I maintain a mostly no sugar diet for at least 2 weeks of the month? Like I'm trying to get over the halfway mark, which has gotten easier. The litter box, I usually do that every single month, every month. But just to remind myself, date night, did me and honey go out on a date or spend some time, go partake in some type of activity that wasn't work, at least one weekend out of the month, and I will check it off for that. Office reset, which is a whole separate animal, okay, from the rest of the house because I spend so much time in my office working online and, you know, recording videos and in my planner. So did I go into my office and like put my stickers away, you know, reorganize my binders? YouTube videos, y'all know. Did I pop up on y'all on YouTube or not? All I need is one and I will check it out. Declutter. This is kind of like did I declutter one thing this month? And savings. Did I put money into my savings? Anything? You know, am I consciously building the muscle of like saving consistently? So as you can see, these are monthly tasks. These are things that kind of run in the background. And it's like something that has to be cumulative. So it's like, can I look back on the month and say that I've accomplished these things? And that's why I put it in an annual tracker. Also, I feel like some of these a lot of these are more like lifestyle things, like balance and self-care things. Like, you know, date night, resetting my space, both physically and digitally, you know, maintaining my diet like goals in an overall way, just for me to keep eyes on it. And also, like, am I taking care of my finances? So it's kind of like a hodgepodge of all the different goals that I might have across all my other planners throughout the month or the year. So I'm really glad to have this back, you guys, because this right here, this. Now let's look at this. Fasting, I feel like I did pretty good. I feel like I checked off March, but I just don't feel like I should have. I'm gonna cross that out because I don't really remember doing it much in March. I know March was crazy, I just don't remember, which is why I even tried to jot this down on a slip of paper to begin with. Budget looks about right. I definitely did it this month. House reset. Again, I'm pretty sure I did it in February and not in March. I think I got my boxes mixed up. Photo backup. I actually did do it in April. I really don't mess around with that, you guys. Like, especially because I have a phone with a lot of storage. Like, I won't notice it until it's too late. No sugar. Definitely January was a bust. After the holidays, that did not happen. March was also a bust. And April was good. May was also pretty good too. So I'm gonna check that off. Like, I definitely, definitely, and I know because I'm going through like a low grade withdrawal right now. Litter box done. Date night definitely hit a hard stop in April and May for that matter. Office reset. Definitely did it this month. YouTube videos have a little streak going. February, March, April, and May. Declutter, definitely like turned my back on it in January. But I've been keeping up with like decluttering, like the weird stuff. Like, I'm a millennial, so I have boxes of phones, Xboxes. I still have an iPod. Like, I need to figure some of those things out. You know, like figure out what I'm gonna do with those things. So I made progress on those, on decluttering, and then savings. Again, save, and stop saving. So this looks pretty correct. Let me go ahead and fix this first and check this off. Phew, that feels so much better. So before I go, I pretty much explained what this is. Lifestyle things, self-care things, a little bit from each part of my life that I want to make sure I do. And it's a lot of times it's something that kind of happens naturally or in the background, something that I need to reflect on and say, well, did I do this or didn't I? And for me to be able to see the trends of that. Now, you might notice I also have this list. So I always have whether I cleaned the fridge, did laundry, went through those packages, y'all, for real. Did I empty out or take out all those boxes? Did I do the cat box? Did I take care of my night table, which is covered with water bottles and Crystal Light packets and lotion and all kind of stuff? Did I pay attention to my office and reset the storage, my desk, all the things? And then did I create the digital list in my notes app for the following month. So you'll see like I pretty much do this every month. And it does help me to like check, especially since I flip back here, to add appointments and make adjustments and stuff like that. And while I'm here, I can show you guys, my grandfather passed away in March. That's why I know that I wasn't doing much of anything in March. And so these are more specific, and I feel like these are more things that I need to like more so schedule for, or like make a mad dash for at the end of the month, whereby the annual tracker, these are kind of things that are kind of like building up incrementally, right? I'm photo backing up, like I'm backing up my photos every week. You know, I'm supposed to be tracking my budget throughout the month, fasting throughout the month. So these to me seem a little bit more like passive, and these seem a little bit more active. And so we're getting to the end of May. I didn't check these off. I did all of these things. I need to start coming back more. But so yeah, so I'm really happy to have this set back up. I'm probably gonna come back in here and add some dots. I didn't do it because at the time, Planner Kate was trying to rework and find new ways of making the transparent dots, and I just could not deplete my storage to put these down. But I might come back and make a little follow-up video and just set these up, because at the very least, I do want to put down my paydays, and I feel like everything else can wait, but at least putting my paydays down, because this looks blank. I might even put a little deco on here next time I see you. So anyway, thank you guys so much for joining me. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up. If you loved it, please consider subscribing for more pretty and productive planning content. You can follow me over on Instagram over at Honey Style and Joy. And other than that, I hope you guys have a beautiful, beautiful, wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one.